Okay guys, in this video we're going to show you how to create a similar concrete pot design, but this time using a sweep. So to begin, same as the previous video, we select a part drawing, wait for it to load, and then same steps again. So we need to create a profile that we need to sweep around in this instance. So start 2D sketch, pick a plane, and now we're going to start doing our profile again. Now we'll use that rectangle again as a guide to stay inside our constraints. So 50 by 100. Now we can start to draw our profile. Now for this particular profile we're going to get a little bit more creative. We're going to make a slightly geometric shape. So for this what we're going to do is use our line tool again. For this one we're going to create almost a bit of a triangle shape on the outside to make a bit of a geometric profile. So that's our outside profile here. Same again, I'm just going to make the distance between our outside of our pot and our inside. I'm going to make that 40 millimeters just to give us a slight angle there, and I'll do the same for the bottom. Obviously these can be changed up if you wish. So we'll just use this as an example. So that's the outside profile that we need. Now we need to design or draw in our inside angle this time, same as we did before. Now for this one, because it's not going to be parallel to this edge, we've just got to make sure that with our inside lines that we need to have a slight little taper. So that's going to allow eventually for our molds that we create to be released easily. So we want to make sure that that angle is at least 95 degrees. So again, down the bottom we'll do our thickness first, which is 10 millimeters. Now this one at the top, I'm going to make that 10, just for that wall thickness. Alright, now this one, now to create an angle, you can click on that angle at the top, bring that down to our bottom line, and then drag the angle in here. So for this one we'll make it 95. So when we recenter, you can see that we've got that taper going down through there. So that's the first step of creating our profile for the sweep. Now that we've finished our profile, it's time to create the line that we're going to sweep around. So to do this, before we go to sweep, we need to create another 2D sketch, and it needs to be on the plane that is perpendicular to the sketch that we've just done, or in other terms it needs to be around the bottom. So for this one I'm going to click the XZ plane, which is down the bottom. You'll automatically see that line disappears, so I'm just going to rotate so you can sort of get a feeling for where it is. So for this one we're going to draw a hexagon which has a dimension of 40 millimeters from the center to the outside point. So to find the hexagon or a polygon, what you can do is in 2015 you just click the rectangle button or the arrow there, and sitting down the bottom you'll see the polygon tool. So the polygon tool, you can nominate the number of edges that you wish to have. So just for example out wide here, I'm just going to draw a hexagon. So if I want to do that again, but if I want to type in 8 for an octagon, then it'll draw an octagon like so. Alright, so for this one we're just going to draw a hexagon. So that's 6 sides. I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to draw that like so. I like to keep the points in line with the origin at the top. So you might be able to see a little dotted line just there. I'm just going to drop that there for now. Now to get this in line, I'm going to dimension from the center of that hexagon to the outside point just there. So whatever your dimension is for your design, make that the same as the bottom dimension. So in this instance it was 40. So I hit that green tick. Now that I've finished that sketch, I'll just bring it around here to see if you can see where that line intersects. So down the bottom here, that little hexagon that we've just drawn, that intersects with that outside edge of our first profile. So for that now, we can finish the sketch. Lots of birthdays coming up tomorrow. Happy birthday to those guys. So finish the sketch. Now we can go into our sweep. So the sweep, we just select that first. Alright, now I'll try and get that centered so everyone can see it a little bit better. First thing again is we want to select our profile. So we can select that first shape that we drew. Now we can click on the path. Generally it automatically selects it. Now we can hover over that hexagon that we drew in our second sketch. And as soon as I click this, you should see it revolve around. Alright, so you can see that preview that it's given us to give us that outside profile as well as the inside profile that you can probably see just tapering down like so. So once you're happy with your preview, you can hit OK. And that is how you can create a concrete pot design using the sweep. So get creative with that one because they look pretty cool.